the business was founded in Pembroke Place in 1907. My great-grandfather Percy, he escaped from the Russian army, I believe at the turn of the century, and he was dressed up as a girl to escape with his brother. They escaped as drummer boys from the Russian army and landed in England. And Percy stayed, and his brother went off to Brazil. And they had a shop in Wallasey as well. I think they had another shop in Liverpool before Pembroke Place. But Pembroke Place turned out to be the main area of the business because that's where the main Jewish community was at the time, with Princess Road Synagogue, I think, quite nearby. And they bought the lease for the shop on the 2nd of September 1909, and he bought a 75-year lease from the council for a pricey sum of £625, which was a lot of money back in 1909. And I think before that, it was actually a wholesale home furnishers called William Stevenson. And then my grandfather took the business over and traded there, I would say, till the early 70s. And I think someone took it over for a couple of years, and then as the Jewish community moved out to the centre of town, that they found that there was less demand for business, and they closed the shop down. I think they gave the lease back to the council. But the main historical piece for us is the actual green tiles that are on the front of the shop, saying P. Galkoff Kosher Butcher. And the tiles were supplied by the same people that did the two tunnels, the Mersey tunnels. Now, whether he did a deal in Yiddish with the people that put the tiles up on the tunnel, we're not too sure, but they certainly stood the testament of time, being there some 114 years later, or 104 years later, I should say. And they're the major historical significance. But we know inside the building that there's still the original butcher's blocks in there, and still the original decorations on the wall, that from when my grandfather, Sidney, was born there, from when he left in probably the early 1970s. So there's a lot of historical significance left around the building, which we're hoping that some way can be preserved for future generations to be able to see as they travel past us in Liverpool.